Hey guys, so I've had a lot of requests to read the Jason Landry case. He disappeared. He was making a trip and he was driving home, I guess for Christmas break or something. And then, and they were able to track his phone to a certain point. Then he had the accident, apparently in Lowling, Texas, if I've got this right, on Salt Flat Road, is what the article said, and just disappeared. And now I'll tell you, I gotta wonder about this police, okay? Because apparently the father showed up to the scene and he was able to find his clothes and his belongings. So it's kind of like, why didn't the police find those? Why is the dad the one getting the evidence? Okay? So it makes me feel like, and I know they did a big search, they did do a big search, but there's just some things that are kind of wrong with this, you know. And let me get some sage here because I'm going to try to clear the air. So, you know, as far as what happened, we know he had an accident, definitely. They're saying it doesn't look like another party is involved. He may have overcorrected and landed on some trees and stuff like that. So, but what happened to him? Where is he? And why can't anybody find him? Now, I did tune in, and for those maybe who just started following me, that saw me read Amari Nicholson, sometimes what I hear is just a word that could be a clue. And there were some things that were pretty significant that I heard for Amari. Morton's was a big one, and he was found very close to that. Now, I'll tell you, for those who watched my videos, when I heard the word steel, I'm wondering if the guides were trying to say Seagull, for the Seagull hotel or suites or whatever it is. So I kind of thought about that later. That hit me today. And that's how fuzzy and crummy my hearing can be. I don't know why it works this way. It just does. But I'll hear little clues, and I know they're significant, what I'm hearing. I just don't always know how it fits. So it's like, here's a puzzle piece, here's a puzzle piece, and things like that. And I know they mean something. And I have done that to narrow locations down in missing person cases. I mean, I don't always get the exact spot, but I may get real close to it. So I don't know if the guides can't see very good or what. So this is what I wrote down when I was tuning in. And I did use Google Maps, and I found, I did find some stuff. The most significant one, I heard Meridian. And I did a search, and there is a Meridian lane, which is 14 minutes. I guess this would be driving distance. 14 minutes away from Salt Flat Road. Okay, so it's somewhere in there. About 14 minutes away. Now, another thing, I did hear the word creek. So, if there is a creek out there, I feel like he might either be near one. I don't feel he's in one. I don't necessarily get in water. That it doesn't make me feel that way. But I feel like we might be near a creek. Another thing I wrote down is weather pane. So I'm not sure if there is a barn out there or something with a weather pane. But I did write down weather pane. Now, I also heard the word shearing. So I don't know if that is the word shearing like you would do to a sheep. But I did try to see. I guess there is some sheep in Lowling. But I don't know if there's a place that has a few sheep in that area. Okay. Now, one of the things, I started getting frustrated with the guides, and I'm like, come on, man. And I got the word 45 minutes. So I'm wondering if he may have walked for 45 minutes. If there was something like that happened. So that's a little bit of what I wrote down. And of course, I'm going to do a tarot read on it. Like, was he by himself? Or did someone show up? Was there foul play? I know they're saying they don't think, and I just lost my pendulum. Are you kidding me? How did I do that? There it is. It was right in my face. Did someone show up? So I'm going to look at that and see what could have happened. I'm going to have the pendulum pick the deck. I want to connect the higher self, which is connected to the source. Am I connected? Yes. Show me no. Show me maybe. Which deck do you want to go to? Okay, wants to go to that one. Okay, so we're not going to do thought this time. I had a feeling it might be better with one of the gilded decks. So I will do my best. I believe his father feels he's passed. I looking a little bit in some things he said, you know, he feels he's with God. That may be what happened. He may have been, you know, injured. I'm wondering if he got injured in the head. Though as I'm sitting here, I'm feeling pain in my very back. I feel like I'm starting to feel pain in my back, like up my spine and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and look and see what's going on. Let me pull you guys back so you can see my table. Okay, so what happened? Jason Landry. I know I got a lot of requests for this. See what's going on here. Page of Swords fell out. So we should get some news. That's one of the things. Page of Swords could be my news. Okay, so what are we getting at news of? I know this can be solved. I feel like he can be found. But he feels in the area. Maybe, you know, you like further walked. But why haven't they found him yet? I know they did a lot to search the area. But, I don't know. Still. But I saw that Meridian Lane. It was 14 minutes away. Which makes me wonder if he walked in that direction in some way. It also was a clue to me that he's got to be in the area. Like somebody didn't drive off with him and go to another state. I'm not getting that impression. And it would be weird if it had been foul play. It seems like they would have took his lap and his gaming equipment. Because that could be worth a lot of money, especially gaming equipment. But I feel like he was probably just tired. Now, he apparently looked at his phone quite a bit on the trip. So it kind of makes me wonder if he had been looking at his phone, he's kind of tired, and something happened. Okay, let me focus. I know it's probably tragic. He's very young. Okay, let me move this out of the way. All right, let's see what's going on. So I got the sun reversed. I really hope that does not mean it's not going to be till fall that we find him. Is that possible? Let me see. 1, 2. We just had Taurus. Oh, it could be. It could possibly be fall he's found. I'm hoping not. He shows us a Knight of Wands. He may have been a fire sign. Oh, I wrote his date of birth down. Yeah, he was a Leo. He was a Leo. I wrote his date of birth down. So he is a fire sign. So this is definitely his card. This is definitely his card. And so just, you know, full of life, full of energy, you know, very good type of energy here. But he has a little bit of a daredevil feel, you know, in that, you know, taking risks, and he kind of, you know, I feel like that kind of energy with him and so forth. Now, I do have the Father represented by the King of Cups reverse. So I know he's just, you know, that sensitive and that emotion, and he's just emotionally spent right now, which of course makes sense going through this, looking for his son. And I do also feel the two were extremely close and stuff. This is, you know, very much, of course they are, but I do feel like a good relationship, a good bond. Like this is a good father. This is a good father that taught morals and values to his children, raised them right, doing everything. I believe he was in college, if I read, he's doing all the right things, but I feel I'm very active in my children's life. I'm very active in the world. This does not make me feel someone who goes to work, comes home, and lets mom deal with it. This makes me feel someone who is extremely involved. Let me see what's going on. And yes, of course, the family is turned upside down with everything. And I feel, just like a lot with the Eight of Swords, definitely, let me look at this a little bit. Eight of Swords. I feel there may have been a situation, because this can do with the mind and the mental and so forth, like the mind in a prison, that with the accident, I definitely feel the mind is impacted. So I definitely do feel he had a pretty heavy concussion, and I feel like he doesn't know what's going on. I hate to say this, and this may sound insane, but I'm wondering if he even knew who he was at a certain point. He may have hit it so hard that he may have been, he feels very confused to me, in the sense with the Eight of Swords energy, with his mind. I feel he's extremely confused what's going on, and I'm wondering if he even possibly had a case of amnesia or something. I feel they might have offered a reward or something, because I do have the Ten of Coins showing in here. I know the family is turned upside down. I'm wondering if there was a sister, because I have the Page of Coins in here. You guys can let me know if he has a little sister or something like that. But yes, I hope he's not found like in the fall. I'm hoping we can get there sooner. And I've got the Chariot to represent the vehicle, because that can be a vehicle for me. And he was driving. Yes. And I saw this on the app today. I do have a tarot app, and I was looking at it while I was at work. I came up with the Five of Coins. Now, Five of Coins, what it can be in representation is people who could be sick or injured. Like in the Rider-Waite, it does show an injured person, and they're kind of out in the cold. So they're stuck out in the cold. This card did come up for me, which also kind of emphasizes to me that he was wandering around. So I'm not necessarily getting an impression that someone hurt him, which actually would be better than sadly passing from an accident. Okay, we don't need foul play to be mixed in this story. So I'm actually feeling pretty good on that, in the sense that I'm not feeling another person at this crash site took advantage of him and did something to him. Let me look a little bit more. I feel this case is going to pick up pretty soon. That's good. I did have the Page of Swords as the very first card, which can be about receiving news. But I do have the Eight of Wands. Now, it could be, it could possibly take till the fall. But I'm hoping we could speed that up with a little bit of something, a little bit of information. Because the Eight of Wands can be a very fast moving card that all of a sudden things pick up momentum. Let me draw another clarifier for that. And I do have the Queen of Cups that represents the mother. That makes perfect sense, that the father is the King of Cups. And I feel she may be very integral in that, doing something that gets this case moving. I want you to look again. There's something going on, and I feel they'll be very integral in this. It's not, and the Nine of Cups is reversed, so it's not going to be what we wish for, as far as, with him, being alive. And I feel they know that, and they've accepted that. This is a very tragic case. But being found at this point, that's the key thing, is to be able to find him. Will they find him? They're really going to have to struggle with the police. I really feel a serious struggle with getting them to go look and keep looking. I feel a lot of frustration with this family like, and just trying to keep it alive and keep it active so it doesn't like go completely cold and to the point that nobody is active. I feel them really trying to keep it alive and everything. And I know he can be found. I just know in my heart he can be found. Yes, and of course I have the moon. So of course, I mean, there's just so much unknown. Like why were his clothes there? And that I'm not 100% sure, but I'm telling you, I think it's something with the mind. I feel like he might not have even known who he was. He may have been very confused to the point he had amnesia. I have a feel, and he was just like completely, definitely some kind of concussion, and he was confused what's going on. I feel he may have a girlfriend because I do have the Lovers and I do have the Page of Wands. So there may have been a girlfriend that he left back home as well, something about that. And let me go ahead and look. I feel a couple other males who are significant, and it makes me feel they are a missing person type of people that will get involved with this and will really push for things like getting searches going on and stuff like that, because I've got these two kings in the outcome, and that makes me feel like two people that are going to they're going to be probably part of the reason the momentum picks up with this case. Like I feel some kind of organization is going to get involved that is really going to help him. But the thing of being found, I feel he can be. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I drew the star. So the star is light at the end of the tunnel. That is hope. That is hope for me. It is nice and upright, so he can be found. But I feel like it's a couple of men with an organization that are going to like spearhead it. I feel like they can take over and get him found and stuff. Hangman is reversed. Okay, that's promising. And as I was saying that, the hangman can be everything is suspended, but when it reverses, it gets moving. Okay, I'm going to do another layout. I want to do another layout. So I do feel he can be found. I've got the star. That's promising. A hangman is reversed, so it should not be stuck forever, which is good. Let's look at Thoth too. But I'm not necessarily getting foul play, which is good. I would much rather not have that. But I'm wondering if he walked toward, like he started walking in the area toward that Meridian Lane. And I feel like there might be like a barn with a weather pane. Something with a weather pane. There is a creek. He's either near it or walked past it, but he's not in it. I've got that. And I'm wondering if there's sheep in the area, like there's a farm with sheep. But I wrote down 45 minutes, so I'm feeling like he walked for 45 minutes. But I really wonder if he knew who he was. Like, he hit himself so hard. Because I want you to think about something. When he has this accident, why not use his phone and call for help? I really feel he did not know what was going on. Like, I think he lost his memory. I feel like he may have had amnesia. Because what you would do is you would pick up your phone. I mean, unless it did run out or something. I don't know. It seems like he kept that charged, though, because it was always on. So that's why, I mean, with that card and the way it made me feel, I feel he might not have known who he was. not to tarnish his memory or anything, but I'm wondering if, I know he had weed in the car, I believe. So I do feel with the Seven of Cups, we may have been high at the time of the accident, I'm sorry to say. Because Seven of Cups can be an addiction card for me. It can be when somebody uses the substances. So I do feel he may have been high during this situation, unfortunately. Okay, there's a Chariot once again to represent the vehicle, but he may have been a little bit high and stuff like that. We got the Virtue card. He's a good guy. Queen of Pentacles is showing again, and the Queen of Cups shows again to represent the mother. The Queen of Discs could be representing the month of Virgo is found. Princess of Swords, we're going to get some news, guys. I feel something. This isn't going to go cold. I feel we're going to learn something. There it is, Eight of Swords. See, this is why I like to do a second deck, because Eight of Swords, I was talking about his mind, okay? That I feel like, you know, like his mind became a prison type of energy. Like something, I really feel like it's possible he didn't know who he was. I really feel it's possible he lost his memory. Now, I did see the devil in the last read, but this is what I'm thinking. Remember when I said sheep? The devil card normally represents a goat, because I'm not getting a feeling of foul play, and I know he's not the devil. But it just hit me as I was talking about sheep. Now I'm wondering about goats, okay? That he could have went near sheep or goats. So there's got to be a farm out there somewhere in this place. Let me adjust, I'm getting sore. There's got to be a farm out of this place that has maybe sheeps and goats that he's not far from. So if you guys are the web sleuths and you do some searching, I do got the change card, so some change is going to come in the case. I'm telling you, something's going to pick up momentum, I feel. I really feel something's going to pick up momentum. And I feel like he laid down and went to sleep is what happened, because Four of Swords was in the last read and it's in this read. I feel he kind of just laid down and went to sleep. So I don't feel he suffered, okay, which is a good thing. I don't get any kind of impression that he was attacked. Actually, this time the sun is upright. The sun is upright. And I also got to remember he is a son of, so perhaps that's part of it. Yeah, I feel like Ten of Wands, he was just worn down, heavy, and I feel he left his stuff behind. Like, I feel like maybe he was going to take it, but he was too sore and he just dropped it. Because I got that oppression card, which sometimes can show someone carrying heavy baggage. So maybe he was going to take some things, and then I feel he's very confused. I mean, I feel like when I'm tuning in, I feel like I don't even know who I am. I don't know what's going on. I mean, he feels very confused. But I do have the Success card, which tells me I feel he can be found. I do feel this young man can be found. And I do have the Happiness card, in the sense that he would be found. Okay, so it won't be, of course, it's not going to be happy in the sense of the way it goes down. Okay, but I do feel that he will be found. Okay, so, you know, but I feel like a couple people, like from an organization, that I feel like if the dad gets with, I'm sure he's talked to some, he has to have. There's got to be someone interested in this case, because it's so crazy how this all went down. So I do definitely feel, but no foul play. I'm not getting a foul play feel and everything like that. So I'm thinking the devil. I really think the devil card is pointing to, like, I'm telling you, there's some goats out there or something. And I was also getting sheep. So there's got to be like a farm there with some animals. Okay, it's got to be somewhere out there. And I feel like he either walked by a creek or is not far from a creek. And then Meridian Lane, he may have headed in that direction. I do not know the area. When I'm on Google Maps, I'm a moron. Okay, I don't know how to read a map. I just know that I heard it, searched, and it's not far at all. Okay, So that's a few clues with it, with what I'm getting. That's probably the best I can get for now on it. But I do feel they can find him. But I feel, I get this feel like the police have kind of given up, okay? And the dad's not going to let him and everything. So that's why I feel like an organization, like he's going to get with some kind of group. I feel a couple of significant males that are going to work with him, and they're going to be the real reason he's found. I'm hoping my clues help somewhat in some way. But yeah, I feel like he may have walked 45 minutes and then just, I feel like he went to sleep. I feel like something like he went to lay down, he was tired. And you know what they say, when you have a concussion, you don't go to sleep. And that's what I feel happened to him, sadly. I'm real sorry to say that. It's a very sad case. And, I'm hoping it's sooner than the Virgo month, that he's found. But they got to really get some people out there.